News coming in from the Valley. This is about Jammu and Kashmir's Diktat for government employees. A social media decree has been imposed. It's a restriction on criticizing the government, saying you can't condemn the centre or state government. The Diktat bans Flaying J&K government's policies as well. And this is relevant for government employees. We're crossing over to my colleague Sahil to get us more on this. Sahil, recently the Supreme Court had upheld the right to dissent. Does that not extend to government employees who are also citizens of this country?
Well, in fact, it appears so. In 2017, Jammu and Kashmir government had issued a notification related to use of social media, but now the revised guidelines and impact rules have been issued, and they have been included into Jammu and Kashmir employees' conduct rules. Now, as per this notification, a government employee cannot criticize his government, the government policies or the programs, and in fact, this notification restricts him from criticizing the government that could have ill impact on the UT government, the relation between the UT government and the government of India, or the relation between the UT government and the government, the other state governments, or any foreign country for that matter. These rules, in fact, have been inducted, as I said, into Jammu and Kashmir employees' conduct rules, and these government employees working with Jammu and Kashmir UT government are bound to follow these. They cannot post on social media sites like on X or Facebook or Instagram and criticize the government policies or the government programs. And in fact, however, they have been allowed to, in fact, fact-check the misinformation about the government. They can put statements that can, in fact, really fact-check the misinformation or the propaganda against the Jammu and Kashmir. So these rules have been, in fact, notified yesterday by the Jammu and Kashmir government, and there is already politics on it. PDP chief has already reacted to it and saying that these employees, in fact, their freedom of expression and their fundamental rights are being choked by the Jammu and Kashmir government. And today, as well, we are expecting more reactions on this particular notification that bans and prohibits or restricts the government employees from criticizing the government policies, the government programs in terms of development as well. Back to you.
Sahil, beyond this, one more follow-up question. Because of the social media decree, can you outline what's been said in this decree about what's been said if a government employee does criticize the state or the centre? What is the punishment, if there is any?
Well, in fact, the employees directly or indirectly who will be found to have published or released any sort of information on social media that's considered confidential or that's not meant for public dispensation, or that in fact is not, the employee is not authorized to communicate information, or the employees who post against the government extra will be penalized, and this in fact 1 month of salary will be deducted from the government employees, as this is the one in fact punishment that government employees will have to face in case of posting disinformation or criticizing the government. So there are a list of other in fact punitive actions that the government can take again under the rules of Jammu and Kashmir employees conduct rules. Because now these restrictions and these in fact rules have been included into Jammu and Kashmir employees conduct rules. So government will be invoking Jammu and Kashmir employees conduct rules against those employees who will be basically posting these social media post against the government or criticize the government.
All right, Sahil, thank you so much for joining us. We'll have to leave it with that, but thank you for joining us and giving us all of those details about this new decree. Now, with this, we'll be shifting